Definitely don't sleep on Moleman as an option for Winter of Woe Fight 2. Hi everybody, hope you're doing well. Welcome to a brand new video. I don't know if I'm going to be uploading this on Thursday or Friday. There's a bit of editing that I want to do with it, so it might be something I put out as a second video Friday after the MCN. If you haven't seen already, and do bear in mind, I have updated the Winter of Woe Fight 2 options spreadsheet. I try and regularly update them, so it's like once a day, maybe twice or three times a day things get updated in the spreadsheet, rather than me making like separate videos. Of course, this is a separate video, but there's a lot of small options. Do bear in mind, I'll make that video in the first and spreadsheet in the first 2 to 3 hours, and then of course more options present themselves, which evidently they have done in the first 24 hours. It's always the way, isn't it? You kind of go like, I've got an idea for about 2 options to take this on. Make that 3, make that 4, make that 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then it's like, yeah, everything. But the thing is, same thing happened with. Well, I like to say same thing happened with Fight 1 because this is Fight 1. Fight 2, very different. You know, we are seeing like a lot of options. We're going to talk about Moleman in a minute, why he's so effective. Actually, Moleman has been my favourite champion to take against this. And that came out of like nowhere, and which you can see on screen right now. Got me the Karina's challenging, which is fantastic. It actually saved me a bunch of time. I'm actually in a really good mood about that. Number one, it did cost me 1 revive, but the AI stinks. It's hardly ever throwing special attacks, and it's the same problem we've had. You know, we've just had that. And as much as I want to take the L for going, oh, it cost me 1 revive, which it did actually just only cost me 1 revive, I will kind of say that, yeah, could I do it without 1 revive? I got champion down to 50%, and I was then I thought, do you know what, screw it, let's kind of like do that, let's go back in again. But yeah, Moleman is such a solid option for Karina's challenges. But as I said, the options are on screen. I've seen evidence information of people using Hercules, Gamora, Vox, Medusa. I think Cat Murdoch did some kind of like something on that with Medusa being used. I'm up for it. You know, Medusa's a fantastic champion. I think choose whatever you've got, see fit. This is more for like, as I've put here, like these are the standard clearing options, but of course if you want any of the hashtags, you know, depending if you're Paragon, if you're Valiant, then it's going to vary depending on what you'll go for it. I think that there's I want to say I have seen it. I'm going mad, and the thing is, if MSD kind of uses anything, you kind of go like, it's like David versus Goliath. You know, MSD is basically using David to defeat Goliath with anything. It's a 2-star version. Get to the point. Long shot for a double objective option. Bit iffy, but I'm sure that people would kind of like people would find a rotation. MSD finds a rotation out of completely nothing, to his credit. But yeah, Moleman's presenting himself as a great option there. And of course, the same ones still remain the same. Usual suspects. I thought I would be ranking up Howard the Duck. I decided to go against that and kind of like go with some of the Moleman, which presented itself as an option. I'll be putting on screen in a minute just some kind of like rotation stuff for it. So yeah, the way that I kind of like dealt with this particular fight was to try and push the enemy. Like the great thing about it is, as long as you don't block, which I did block at times on, or hit into the block, sorry, whilst Nebula is in the galvanized state, and because she's in that galvanized state, it will get me the shock. If it gets the shock, of course, part of Moleman's ability will look to deal with that, and because it's dealing with that, I mean, it does have shock immunity. That's one thing, but it plays into other things as well. It was a great option, you know, great shock immunity option. But the thing that I should mention is that because of the build up to, I think it's Monster Mass. Like you will still build it, and the problem is you don't want to build to Frenzy, because if you do build to Frenzy, you lose your true accuracy, and if you lose your true accuracy, then it means that you're not able to suppress the auto block. So the methodology with this champion that I used is that keep your distance when the champion is unblockable, just for ease. Like I don't want to kind of like, I just want to take myself away from it. But I tried to push the champion as much as possible to always have SP1s throwing. The champion didn't always throw SP1s, which creates a problem, especially if you're like, right, well, I need you to throw the special attack. And obviously I didn't want to be rooted. Rooted kind of like can be so sneaky, so you've got to watch that left-hand corner when it comes up, and maybe bank a little bit of a special attack in order to save yourself. It only happened like once or twice. Of course, having a relic helps as well. I can't remember if I applied my relic or not with this champion going in. No, I didn't. Oh, that's another L from me. Like, I thought I reapplied a relic to this champion and I didn't. Damn it. Otherwise, I would have gone Black Panther. I specifically removed the relic on the champion that I had Valkyrie when I first started. And I was like, I'm meaning to switch it to kind of Black Panther. So I went in relicless. I'm really disappointed with myself for forgetting that. That's the problem, isn't it? When you're trying to think of so many different things of your approach. And you're like, oh, I didn't equip a relic. Well, there you go. That's... I did it without a relic. Yay, go me. I get a gold star for that. No, I don't. Maybe have a relic. Maybe have the Black Panther relic. Maybe go for a different one. I don't know. It's just down to a personal choice. Oh, damn. That relic would have served so well. But, hey, it's done. It cost me 1 revive. Honestly, I'll take it. I will take it after having such a bad time of the last couple of weeks. I'll take a better performance. But I think that Moleman actually is a very kind of good, easy champion to kind of take this on. And as well, just don't think there's anything else. Keep the champion to an SP, keep your champion, like Moleman, throwing SP2s. If you lose health and you've got an awakened version, you are going to do more damage. The more heavily awakened, the more critical damage you're going to do. It's going to be very beneficial. Of course, problem is if you run Suicide Masteries, which could see recoil damage, not by the poisony bleedy damage, because I think you purify that, but the SP2 rotation, it will mean that you'll have to opt for an SP3 rotation type element to this. But of course, that's going to be down to a personal preference, what you like and what you dislike. I did run boost for this, but that was just in order to make things a little bit more easier. So running, I think it was a 20%. A 10% and a 20%, a 10% attack and 20% health potion. And of course, I've put in the spreadsheet a methodology of how to get at least 29 revives, probably 27, 28. As of today, it might be still 27, 28, something like that. You can get in the allotted days of this this quest in motion. So, look. Yeah, I'm feeling good. I feel like I might be able to tackle some other stuff on Karina's challenges, but maybe I'll do some farming of Arena. I've got to do some Battlegrounds farming as well. But yeah, generally, ladies and gentlemen, I'm feeling like I'm in a better place than I was with it, and I'm glad. I hope that Kabam kind of go further with this particular. This felt fair and this felt fun. It felt like fun again to kind of remember when it was fun to play things like EOP and Winter of Woe. Do you remember that? Pepperidge Farm remembers. No, I remember that. This was better. This was fun, and I see that. I see less complaints on it. As I said, for me, the AI in this fight is terrible again. Barely throwing special attacks. I had a nice little methodology of kind of doing. I think it was 3-hit combo, swipe back in again, which seemed to work well with kind of keeping up pace. And also just reshifting the AI a bit on the intercepts, which you'll probably see in some of the footage. But yeah, I had a bit of a ball with it, and that's what we're going to do now, is conclude the video. So thank you everybody for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed the update and the little infographic improvements that are on the spreadsheet, which is the side quest. Do bear in mind, just press the tabs and it'll take you to the different areas. Yeah, there's not a huge amount of write-up with it. It's just a case of if there's any kind of in the future, I might try and kind of add in things about rotation and play. But it just depends on what you want. I can provide options. I can go a bit further when it comes to guide and breaking stuff down. It just depends on how it's how you see it or not. But in any case, thanks for watching. Check out some other content located on screen, and have a lovely day.